Welcome to OmEn Online. Of course, we're back. I'm Adam. We got Johnny here. We got Crowzo, the Wicked King of Misery, and JB, our guest for the day. Really glad to have y'all guys with us. Say what's up to the folks.
What's cracking?
Yo, what's up? It's the Jacks.
Johnny.
Hey guys, how you doing out there?
All right, guys. Great show for you today. Now, while you're here, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, like our videos, leave a comment, let us know what you think.
Don't forget to hit that bell too.
Ooh,
Ding
not
dong.
the bing bell. All right.
Ding dong!
Scream for help, but I am ignored. Why they all do that bullshit for? Pain drill straight to the motherfucking core. Life's a metaphor. We the children of this planet of a whore. The world is a dark place.
Air high five.
Air high five. All right, we got
I know you go through it too.
Oh man, guys, it's a good day here at the studio. We're in a new spot. Working out really good, I think. So far, so good.
Yeah,
Johnny?
I like it here so far. It's got a more open plan space to do things with.
Right. And now, Crowzo, our guest for the day, Crowzo, the Wicked King of Misery.
What's that?
Going to have some fresh music out popping in the very near future.
Yep.
Look forward to it. We're definitely gonna show some more of them. Oh man, what a day! So
Hey, go ahead.
Oh man, I was just gonna say, man, what y'all do today?
I hung out with my kid and we watched, Power Rangers and stuff. And then we played some video games together.
Right.
All
Yeah,
that stuff.
of course, I did the tat. I don't see the tat. I did the tat. I know you're a Power Ranger fan. Crowzo.
Well, you see the shirt too.
Hey, I like Power Rangers to an extent.
Right.
I like the story behind them. Every single one of them, there's something different to the story. There's twists to it. And yes, if you look at them, they are made for kids, but at the same time, they deal with some very adult topics sometimes. And if you're an adult, you notice those, because when I was younger and it originally came out, I didn't really understand some of the topics they were talking about. It just looked cool.
Dude, some of it looked cheesy, man.
Well, dude, that's because it is, because you got to think about it. When Power Rangers came out in '93, they'd already been out of Super Sentai over in Japan over 10 years before
I already
that.
know this.
Because most of the stuff you saw in the earlier episodes,
Was it re-recordings?
Yeah.
part of it,
But
anytime they were in
they added
outfit,
some American ordeal to it.
they changed the whole storyline behind it.
Yes.
I
That's
know
why
a
they
little
put it
much,
on
but
TV.
I don't know a ton
That's
about the
stupid.
Sentai that much, though.
I don't
I prefer the American version because I can understand it.
I
Now,
did
I've
the
watched some of the
research myself.
Sentai, and I don't understand a word they're saying, but the visuals are cool as hell.
I mean, don't get twisted. Some of the
Oh,
storylines
yeah.
will be dope as fuck.
Oh
you know?
yeah, those Power Ranger visuals
Because I'm a
where
Godzilla
every
fan.
attack
So if I can watch
made the
Godzilla,
ground
I can watch
explode.
Power
Right.
Rangers.
See, I just love the martial arts.
If I
you
can
know what I'm
watch
saying? I never really got
Voltron,
into the show.
I can watch Power
Voltron,
Rangers.
that was my shit. Voltron.
Yeah, Voltron. No,
See, I like Voltron
sorry.
too. I'm a big nerd. I'm a
Original
sci-fi fantasy, all
Voltron, not
that
the
shit.
vehicle Voltron. I'm talking the lions. You know
And
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Air high five.
I grew up on that shit, like Thundercats.
Right?
Same here.
Thundercats,
Original He-Man,
man.
Masters of the
I want to
Universe.
see a live action
She-Ra,
version of that.
Fraggle
And
Rock.
unfortunately, the guy I wanted to play Panthro in it is dead. I think Michael Clark Duncan would have made a great Panthro in that
Right.
because of his size and everything.
Oh, well, remember
So would what's his name off of Green Mile?
That's who it is. Michael Clark Duncan is
Okay,
dead.
all right.
Hey, but remember when Saban tried to get on with the Power Rangers thing with his other two shows?
Yeah,
The Beetleborgs and
Big
Masked
Bad
Rider.
Beetleborgs.
Oh
I
my
watched
God.
all that. Plus, I watched The Masked Rider too. I've watched all those. And they were good, but Big Bad Beetleborgs was kind of dumb.
I didn't like Beetleborgs.
But
Or
I
what
like
was
the
the
visuals of it.
other one? The
I like
Mystic
Beetleborgs was
Knights.
like
The
Power
Mystic
Rangers.
Knights of
Mystic
Terranova.
You know, I still have the very
Beetle
first episode of that on tape.
Right.
I have a tape of
I
that.
remember Beetleborgs.
I
when
like
they
the
first came
Beetleborgs.
out.
I like the Beetleborgs vehicles.
Come
That's
on
what
now,
I like.
Eric.
Exactly. I liked it when they changed.
And the Warfare things were dope as fuck too.
Yeah, see, I liked how that stuff was, but the when they actually had the people, the storyline was kind of stupid.
Yeah, it kind of was, but then there was Master Rider. He had what was his motorcycle was like a Mantis, and then his car was like some other type of book.
Yeah,
and both the car and the motorcycle
and he was
talked.
the grandson of the guy that made Alpha 5.
Yes.
Was he?
Yes.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
Me
the
neither.
king of the planet that they were from were the ones that made that most of the Alpha series originally.
So-
Alpha 5 was the one that the king had put together personally.
So it actually
So-
tied
so
the
does it
shows
make it
together.
Yeah, there's
Someone
actually
can.
in the original Power Rangers, but when he was the White Ranger, when he was the White Ranger, not the Green Ranger or any of the others at that time, where they actually went to that planet for like 2 or 3 episodes to help them.
I didn't even see that.
Because Alpha had gotten
I remember
a distress signal and he was worried about them.
Right.
So Zordon sent the Rangers there to help.
Wow. I didn't
Watched a
know.
lot.
I told you I've watched that. Me and my son just finished watching Zeo
I
again.
did too, but I don't remember that episode.
But he won't watch Turbo yet because we got to find the Turbo movie for him to watch because that ties in how they get their powers for Turbo. They didn't do it like how they did
find it?
normally.
Right,
I
right.
can find it, but I got to find it where it's free or
That's
it's
why-
cheap as shit. Personally, I'd
Are
like
you
to
playing
find it
it
on
on the
DVD because I have it on videotape.
You can find it on. I've seen it on DVD.
I have too.
Book and music.
I've seen it in Book and Music, and I think I might have seen it at Walmart once.
Remember when
Actually,
I'd rather buy it from Book and Music than Walmart.
what?
And a while back
Even
ago,
though the
Retail?
Walmart one would probably be newer.
I feel it.
Oh,
I
that-
feel
But
it.
I like to shop local as much as possible.
Right, right. You got to support your local business.
That's all.
you know?
Because without the local business, what's going to happen if Walmart up and decides to leave?
Same thing with the music scene. Now we got Crow, local musician. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Up and coming. You gotta support your local people, or you know.
I mean, I go to local shows
never be
as
able
much
to
as I
grow.
can, as much as I can.
Yeah, like
And I try to-
you did.
Yeah, they just put out their
Jason
brand new
Williams.
video today too.
Right, right.
And I swear to God, dude, I watched it 3 times in a row because it was that good.
What, more?
The Morn video?
More, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I liked about.
I still gotta check it out.
That's-
Jason's Good People.
That's what I liked about.
Right, right.
it.
Oh, let's do that real quick. Let's give props to Jason. His
Jason
band.
William
Jason
Allen and
William
his
Allen.
band Poetry of the Dead, Name
Poetry
Brothers,
of the Dead,
Carl
man.
West Jr.
I be messaging you on Facebook all the time.
I know their names. I can't remember the
Real
other 2
talk.
guys. I'm sorry. I know your names, but I cannot
Dope
think of them off the
music.
top of my head.
Man, they just did a
still
new
gonna check
video,
out-
right? They
check
did
out
like a
more
movie.
videos.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, it's movie quality. It's
Movie
like
quality.
real quality to it. Like their other videos are really good. Now the Lost in Time video is great,
That was a good video. I remember.
I'll
but
seeing
this
that.
one looks like it was done like in a Hollywood studio, basically.
That's awesome.
And they gave props out to some of the local haunted houses near us here.
Yes,
Malice
I
Manor
heard.
over in
I heard.
Indiana.
Right, right.
I think that's because
I watched
they helped
Jason's
them out
stuff.
with the sets or something.
That's awesome.
I'm not sure. They gave a couple props out to a few other people, but I can't remember all of them.
I watch Jason's stuff.
And if y'all
It's like I
remember,
watched his
y'all
live
seen
video
some of our
today.
old shows. If you've
The
seen
Haunted
some of our old
Party.
episodes, me and Johnny have been haunted house actors before. Crowzo actually was with us at the same time.
Yes, I was.
So,
I was the
3 out
I'm
of 4
still
of
a
us
haunted
working
house
on it.
actor.
Johnny, yeah, Johnny.
I'm not,
Curry, haunted house
unfortunately. I can't do it. It sucks.
Well,
Right,
it's
right.
because you
But
got to work your regular
I gotta
job.
work my regular job, and I make a hell of a lot more money than what the hunt's gonna pay me.
Mm-hmm.
You
I do
work out
too
a
at my
lot more,
regular
too.
job, but I love doing it.
Oh yeah,
Tell me
that's
in
the
my
reason
job,
to do
Joe's
it.
Crab Shack, you know.
Huh.
And check out some of the haunters' web pages out there, the haunted houses. We got some amazing
We
ones
got-
here in Kentucky. We got some amazing ones over in Indiana too.
We got an excellent scene here in the Midwest all around.
Oh, yeah.
Even Ohio, the
Hey,
haunted
I forgot. Ohio's got some really good ones, but I haven't been to any of the ones in Ohio.
From
But I'd
what
like
was
to
told,
one day.
and from the grapevine, because I talked to him like off and on, he's still cool in the book. because I worked with them. That's still gonna happen. They're just trying to find a venue.
What you about, Nightmare?
Oh, what, industrial?
Yeah, industrial.
Oh well, I mean that.
I won't
if it
work there
happens,
again.
From my
I'll go back.
understanding, Todd and Terry went separate ways, not on bad
That's
terms.
what I
They
was
just
told also.
went business-wise on separate ways. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I think Todd didn't want to do it anymore because like he just didn't have the time to deal with it.
Right, right.
That's what I was told
So-
also, but from
He has his own bar and
I
things
understand
now,
all
so
that.
he's happy.
Oh yeah, still moving forward. Ain't
Oh,
that
dude,
what-
he's-
what they
that
say,
dude's
man,
got
always
money.
to make moves.
He's he was the money man behind that.
Right, right.
But
Oh, that's
you know that guy's cool as hell. So was so was Terry.
yes.
They were both cool as hell. They never did me wrong. But you know they did do a few people. But then again, that wasn't their fault. Those people did something wrong first.
But you bringing up a good point. We coming on haunt season, which means we're coming on Halloween season.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, I love going through the stores. You call it Halloween decorations. I call it home decor. Man.
Every day.
That's daily, yearly.
I so far got 2 masks.
And I call it what it really is, Sam Hain.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sam Hain. Yeah, you got
Good
it right.
job,
I
Sam
mean,
Hain.
A lot of religions have used that date for their holidays. You got Sam Hain. You got actually All Hallows Eve is Halloween. It's also All Saints Eve because the very next day is All
Speaking
Saints
of which,
Day.
where the haunted house that I work at, Waverly Hills Haunted House. Now, it's actually haunted. It's one of the most haunted places in the world. It's been documented.
We have watched.
Yeah.
we
And
have
I
been-
work inside that in a
me and
haunted
this
house.
guy has watched a dude get yanked up 10 feet off the ground,
Yeah,
up on against the wall,
And then just let go.
and he was just let it go.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we don't have to tell our audience about Waverly Hills Sanatorium. Everybody knows about it. Every ghost place has been there. Everybody's been there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
Waverly.
There's several tons of YouTube videos on Waverly. So we shouldn't have to tell you nothing too much about it. It's
But
like-
if you don't
just
know
like,
about
just
it,
like
look
most
it up.
celebrities, it
Oh
really
yeah,
needs no
feel free to look it
introduction.
up.
You can look it up. It really needs
Season
no
of the Witch.
introduction.
Season of Witch. I just got shown the Season of the Witch video. The Halloween, the one Halloween that wasn't what the rest of the Halloween movies were.
Oh yeah, that was. Didn't we talk about this recently?
And we did. We were just
Somebody-
talking about the other day. But man, oh yeah, we were out at Burger Boy again,
Yeah.
and we were talking about that.
When
It's,
y'all go to Burger Boy?
we
couple
go there
months.
every once in a while.
We
We
go there-
actually.
we try to go once a month if we can.
Yeah,
Dude.
for our local people,
Next
and
week,
not people so
let's
people
go
not
Burger
so
Boy.
local. Burger Boy is a wonderful little diner in Old Louisville. It's open 24 hours. It's on Brook and Burnett, right?
I believe so. Johnny, confirm that. Brooke and Burnett.
Yeah, Brook and
Yeah,
Burnett.
Brooke and Burnett.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brook and Burnett in Old Louisville. If you're not from here and you come to Louisville, they open 24 hours,
7 days a week.
7 days a week.
Hey,
Check it. Good food. I want to say affordable.
It's
Burger Boy.
reasonably
Man,
priced.
it's better. Look, you go get a combo boy. You go get a combo boy at McDonald's or a combo
Super.
boy.
I will-
You get you a large combo at McDonald's. It's not much less than Burger Boy, but the quality of Burger Boy
And the
is
taste.
so much better.
That's what I mean.
1450 South
Brook.
Brook Street,
Yeah,
Louisville.
yeah,
So if
Brook
you want to
and
look it
Burnett.
up, 1450 South Brook
Brook
Street.
and Burnett. When I say affordable,
Excellent location.
I don't mean
In
cheap.
case you haven't noticed, we
It's-
got some extra help in the studio today, pulling up things for us. That's
Heck
awesome.
yeah, Eric.
Yeah.
Come on,
Thanks,
Eric.
Eric.
Go
Come on.
ahead.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
give you props on the camera.
Don't be shy. Get on the camera.
Yes, sir, will.
Oh, Johnny's in your way. Johnny's in your
I
way.
will move.
Go ahead, get in between them two for a
Yeah, there
second.
you go.
All right, Eric. Eric,
Is helping
he's
us
the
out.
one helping us out. He got us this new location to film at. Excellent guy. We're probably going to have him on the next episode so we can get to know him.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We like people to know who we work
Seems
with.
like he's cool peoples, man.
Hey, and while we got him here, we're going to go ahead and give a little shout out. He's supposed to be doing a short film?
Short film, that's correct. Yeah, short film. I play in a short film coming up maybe a few months if I'm lucky. It's going to happen anyway. I just don't know when. We got to be patient. We have to have the location. I play a short part in the elevator scene when a guy gets on the elevator and freaks out, and I react to that.
That's awesome. Can't wait to see it. Hey,
all
when-
have to start somewhere.
when we get more information, we're gonna put it out for you
I
guys.
respect it.
Oh, remember Mac, our other camera person
Oh
over
yeah,
there?
Mac from the intro video.
Oh
Yeah,
shit! What is dude?
She was in a movie.
Out.
She filmed a movie about a year and a half or two ago,
Right?
and it's supposed to be coming out sometime soon.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's some kind of news story about Anastasia or something.
Well, we're
And
gonna have to get her back on the
They
show.
filmed it
huh?
in the old Macy's at J
I mean,
Mall.
imagine
Right,
being-
right.
being known like,
Now, if y'all don't know Mac personally, she hasn't been with us because she's actually about to have a baby next couple months.
Sometime December.
Nobody knew who he was.
Melinda. Mac. We call
Yeah.
him Mac.
Marlon.
Mac. Dad.
Dad. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, girl.
Hey.
I'm gonna tell you right now, girlie.
Uh-oh.
what did y'all start?
You got this baby
No, we
coming.
didn't start
You know,
it.
you got highly protection, right?
See what I did?
That's right. Family got your back.
You
I'll
got
go with
a
that.
lot of back, yo.
Family
And
got
I'm
your
gonna tell
back.
you right now. You need it. As long as I got it, you got it. All you gotta do is ask one of us. We got you.
You make sure 17 magazine is doing what he's supposed to
I'm
do.
telling you. Yeah, like he just said, and if baby daddy don't do his job, you fucked. You tell him he's fucked.
Right,
I just thought
right.
of something when he said that.
Uh-huh.
Guess who was up at Waverly the other day when they were here doing their concert, their sold out concert at the Yum Center?
Who's that?
Part of the Backstreet Boys. Three
Really?
members of the Backstreet Boys. The owner sent out on our cast page
Uh-huh.
about pictures of her with them.
Oh, that's awesome.
They was holding up traffic while we was trying to come home from work.
Oh, yeah. I hate that downtown
Oh,
traffic.
didn't
when
have
that
to
comes.
wait.
Yes, we're back together.
We
It's
were
awful.
We're back together.
Who?
And I got the new song on my phone.
we were so happy the Second Street Bridge was finished and wondered why there was so much traffic.
Block. Remember that song?
You gotta stop talking over everybody else at the same time, but someone else is talking, you gotta wait a minute.
Johnny.
Remember Hot Block Center Block?
Yes, I remember how blah sent the blah.
Okay.
Okay, now what were you saying, JB?
I was saying we were so happy that the Second Street Bridge was finished. We was wondering where all this traffic was, and then doing it later, I found out Backstreet Boys because Backstreet was back.
All right.
All right.
They did not think that through.
Backstreet Boys.
They did not think that through, man. They put that Yum Center right downtown where every time they have an event there,
We deal
it
with
just stops.
Joe
Stops
Scrubshack
the
deals
traffic.
with it.
I wish they hadn't built the damn stadium at all.
I think they needed to build it, but I think they needed to move it.
You know, one of the main reasons they built it was because they were trying to get a professional basketball
Yeah.
team there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they didn't get it, did they?
No, just like they didn't get the professional football team, they never had the professional baseball team. Well, I mean, we had our,
The Bats they're our professional team. I
they're not
think.
professional.
Oh, I thought they
No,
were.
they're like, what do they call it, AAA or something?
No,
Not
they're-
AAA.
No, there is a AAA league.
They're minor league. We did years ago have a, not a professional, but between professional and minor league
Right.
baseball team. It was called the Colonels or something.
Right.
Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, but I mean, I wish they would have stayed there. They're so wrapped up in all that ball sport nonsense. Man, just put another racetrack. I want to see a road course built up.
Yeah.
They're not
I
gonna
wanna
do
see.
it.
I
I
would
don't
like
want-
to see
They're not
them.
gonna do it.
If I want to see grown men play with balls, I'll watch porn.
I would love to see a road track because yeah, well, you know, around here it's NASCAR or it's circle track, or if you go to the more local scene, you got circle track, figure eight.
Well,
I would love to see a full-on road course.
Well, they do autocross in certain areas, and
Yeah.
there's also the Kentucky Motorsports Park, which is way up by
Isn't that
Ohio.
in Sparta?
No, it's way up. It's basically across from Lima, Ohio.
Oh,
But
okay.
what it was originally was basically like a country club, but instead of playing golf, you race your cars. The original owners, they had it built They kind of screwed it up, ran out of money, so most people bought it. They discovered their screw-ups because there wasn't proper drainage for the track or anything like that. The paddocks were all disarray and everything. And it's been pretty much stagnant. I haven't heard anything about it in a long time, and especially with 502 Street Scene being kaput, there's not a lot of information.
Is it really?
Basically.
Man.
I mean, basically it's been dead since like 2015.
Right.
A lot of the members are old and have kids and aren't really.
You move on, grow up, and if you don't have the next generation taking over, then it's just.
It's something that goes away.
Right.
That's kind of what's going on, what happened with Carl Casper's auto show. Because I think, what was it, not last year, but the year before was the last year that they were doing it.
I'm wanting to say he was just done with it.
Well, it was just getting to be too much and shit.
Right,
And he was getting older, and his kids or whatever probably didn't want to take over doing it. Because they probably didn't care about cars and shit like that.
Probably not, which actually reminds me to some more sad news that I found out through a friend of mine, April Hack, that Jerry Lotz died. A lot of us local know who he is, but some of you people who aren't local may not know who he is unless you've seen like American Pickers or something like that. But Jerry Lotz, he owned a house and a place that was dubbed Jerry's Junk on Frankfurt Avenue.
Oh, yeah.
And he died. And it's always been known that the city's been trying to shut it down, and it's always been known that his kids didn't want nothing to do with it. Later on this month, they're going to be auctioning his stuff off at an auction place not too far away from the location. So if you're here, or if you're not from here but can get here and you want a piece of memorabilia, just look it up, Jerry's Junk. Man, you talking about keeping Louisville weird. That's keeping Louisville weird. He's got a Statue of Liberty propped up with Richard Nixon's face.
I've seen that.
I've seen it too.
But if you've ever seen a web article or a TV show that had him on it, I mean, dude was 80. He died this summer. He was 80, and his kids don't want to keep it up, so they're basically just letting everything be auctioned and sold off and get the money and all that. Dude also sold cars off the lot. It was pretty. One time, a couple years ago, I stopped by there, seen a Jeep Cherokee XJ that looked like something out of fucking Death Race. It had a fake Gatling gun mounted to the top of it, machine guns mounted on the hood. It was olive drab green. You know, there's a limousine parked out there now.
Jerry started collecting in 1946 when he was 8 years old. A retired machinist. He bought the house in 1975.
Before we were born.
He owns 4 others in the neighborhood. All 5 houses, Jerry said, are
I
packed
was born
with
79.
stuff. The guy owns 5 houses that he just uses as storage. That's crazy. That's a lot of stuff.
Now, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's simple math, dude.
Predates me before.
Never mind.
I math so hard.
I think you need to,
So hard.
I think you need to lay off the T.
I don't even have no tea.
You know, because
Because
we're trying to keep this safe, just like they used to say in Tichimuyo, we're drinking tea.
Jerry's Yard's centerpiece is Jerry's Millennium Project, a reduced-scale Statue of Liberty perched atop a towering water main pipe. Its face replaced with President Richard Nixon. That's what you were just talking about.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's great.
crazy.
Yeah,
See, I love.
Do we got
like
an address for that or any kind of
Wow, we're going to
information?
check it out.
No.
We'll give it out to the
Maybe,
people,
but
man. They
we're
can
gonna
look
give
it
out
up.
to the people so if they
I mean,
know where to go for the
If
auction.
y'all haven't checked it out, y'all need to check it out. There won't be as much as it used to be, and you can always look up pictures online. But if y'all haven't seen it, check it out. It was never a place you could actually go into,
Right.
But with the windows, with the blade,
I've seen it.
The curtains and stuff up, you can see all of it. There's
I've
lots
driven
of
past it
vintage.
quite a few times.
There's lots of vintage stuff in there.
I've gone past it on
When I was a kid, my grandmother used to take me over there, and whenever he was there, and you knew he was there because it was like a 1932 or something Studebaker pickup always parked up front when he was there, and like we always had stories to tell. He gave me stuff that it still hurts me even before his death that I lost. Like he gave me a lot of vintage Fall City beer stuff, like empty cans and bottle caps and stuff like that.
So he's just a cool dude all
Yeah,
around.
especially when he found out as a kid I was collecting bottle caps at the time, and he gave me that because I got started collecting on bottle caps on a trip to Indy, and we stopped at a Circle K way back before Circle K was even in Kentucky, and the store had an old vending machine up front with the glass bottles. I said, "It's cool. Can I have some of these?" He grabbed the catch can for the bottle caps, poured them all in the chicken and the biscuit box, and gave it to me. He said, "Here, now you can start collecting them."
That's
And
awesome.
I've been collecting them since then in that same box until my fiance at the time stole them.
So,
Yeah, check out the place if you can get here. If you're already here, check it out before it's gone. Because keeping Louisville weird, that was a staple point. It wasn't historic, but officially, but it was historic to all of us.
Right,
The city
right.
might not have liked it, but us who understood and felt with him and just didn't consider him some sort of nutcase hoarder,
Art
it was
is
historic.
That's
interpretive,
And,
man.
Unique.
Something.
we got the address. We got the address is 1737 East Frankfort Avenue. You said there's going to be an auction, or his stuff's being auctioned off. or
Yeah,
something.
there's an auction house not too far away that
Okay.
they're going to auction now. I took some stuff there on my job once.
Right.
But a lot of the stuff is gone. He had lots of stuff like the old, like one of the things I remember seeing was the old roller skates with the metal wheels and the key that clipped to the shoes, a lot of stuff like that.
Oh wow, I haven't seen those in a long
Yeah,
time.
he's got a lot of stuff like that. He's got like old Popeye figurines, old Looney Tunes stuff, all that vintage stuff, Betty Boop stuff, all that. I even think he has one of the original lamps from the Christmas story in there. You know, the leg lamp from
Right.
from
The
Michelle.
little fishnet leggings.
Yeah, you
lamp.
know,
Yeah.
from Fragile, Mexico, as they said in the movie.
I think it's French.
But yeah, that's
Fragile.
that's what you find in there, and I checked it out one night. You know, after my friend April made a post about it, took a few pictures. Some of it was still there. You know, you can't miss it because there's stuff everywhere. And there's a big railroad caboose in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not officially historic, but it's a landmark.
Right.
It really is. It's
Something
a
that
landmark.
means something to the local people.
Yeah,
you know,
it means
that
something to a
know
lot
he's
of
there.
people.
Because, you know,
except
every
for his
town's got
neighbors that
those
hate it,
weirdos,
means
man.
stuff to everybody else.
Every
Right.
town's got those weirdos, and he was one of those cool weirdos that just like
And I'm the weirdo.
artistic type things.
Keeping Louisville weird. Keeping
Yeah,
Louisville
I'm
weird.
the weirdo.
Like if you go out west and you know the guy that has in Nevada wherever, the guy that has the Cadillacs buried in the ground, they got that. And we
Like
got-
Cadillac Stonehenge or something like
yeah,
that.
and they have that. And we have Jerry's junk, and Jerry's junk is about to be gone from the world.
That's a
So
shame.
sad. I
That's
got
a
a few
shame.
pictures on. my
It's
Instagram.
very sad when we start losing stuff that we grew up with that's been a staple in our
Think about
lives.
it. When Barstown Road was open, okay, well, they're still
Well, it's still open.
It's
That's
still
what I'm
open,
saying.
but-
That's what I meant to say. Sorry.
When it was kicking. Because
When
I just seen
Barstown
in
Road
the
was
news
kicking,
that it was.
Barstown Road used
Was
to
weird.
roam nothing but goths, punkers, rockers,
And metalheads.
and a whole lot of juggalos.
Now it's a lot more of the trendy people. it
Now,
seems.
yes, like he just said.
Yeah.
Now,
It's really
I don't
with a
mind
whole lot of
trendy people. They can be
people
themselves.
stuff.
As
But
long
it-
as they being real, they being themselves.
Back when
Exactly.
I was younger, there was a place called Pandemonium.
Yep.
Been
Now called
Pandemonium.
Funky Music Exchange. Pandemonium was the place to go hang at.
Pandemonium was Bardstown Road's Tech World. And it had been
Oh,
open
yeah.
longer.
Is there
than Tech
even a
World.
place like that for the
No.
younger generation anymore?
No.
Yes and no.
Because
Yes
I mean, I was
and
a
no.
club kid back then. I was like
It's like Club X
Sparks
or-
and Club X.
It's
you know
like-
what
It's
I'm
more
saying?
like this.
It
Now,
shut down.
most of them have to go to like clubs where it's either 18 and over or 21 and over.
So
There's
so
no
you're talking
other-
about like
there's-
music venue like places.
There are
Yes.
some that are 18 and
Anything,
over.
Like they did,
any
like,
kind of
the way
hangout.
they did, like,
Could be music.
the scene.
There used to be more places
Oh.
for young people to go, but not
Tech
anymore.
Over in
Back in
Indiana,
the-
there's a rec bar opening up.
There-
Y'all got rec bar over here too,
Yeah.
right? And
We also have what's known as Round One, which took over where that Macy was in J Mall, and it's like a bowling alley and a whole bunch of games and all kinds of stuff going on.
I miss
there.
the old school arcade.
There was actually
Me too.
there was actually a little place like that where I live. The behind the corner store right there, there's a little like venue thing where they had parties and stuff like that. But
Right.
well, you know where I live, so it got shut down and it don't open no more.
Right,
and then
right.
of course there was, which was more of an adult crowd like us, there was Jim Porter's Good Time Emporium.
Which was also owned by the same guy that owned Phoenix Hill.
Yep, owned by Phoenix Hill.
I know.
They sold that
I
and
know.
closed that. So
I
as
work
far
with
as if
Phoenix
there's
Hill.
any of those left,
For a
I'm
long
not
while.
too sure. And I never had the liberty of doing that stuff in my youth. I wish I knew y'all when I was younger.
Right.
Yeah,
And-
well,
and
when I was
younger and just
younger,
old
dude, we did a
and
lot
old
of
enough
stuff
to be
when we
dragged
were
along.
young.
Adam,
because
Johnny,
I don't
those
have
Wild
that.
Boys.
I never got that
That's
kind
all
of
I gotta say.
childhood. I never got that kind of childhood
That's all I
of
gotta
upbringing and
say.
shit. He's always told me stories about it. I'm like, damn, I know I'm a lot younger than y'all, but I wish I was, could have hung out, be dragged along with y'all with that kind of stuff. I wish I had met y'all. Y'all one of
Hell
the
yeah.
couple of people I wish I had met back in the
No,
day.
me and him
Where I
were
could have had a
because of
childhood and
this.
a life like I was supposed to, and not just, shut in outcast by myself all full time.
Dude, me and
So
him,
basically, you became like Mr. Glass.
Mr. Glass.
JB, me
From,
and Adam, man, because of my ex.
Unbreakable and Mr. Glass, the
I-
movie, which
I
is
don't-
the
I
final
never saw
third
it.
part of. Okay,
I never saw it.
you know who M. Night Shyamalan is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all his movies usually have a twist. Well, the first one he did was Unbreakable. That's the beginning of it. The next one he did was Split, which
Good
is the
movie.
second part of Unbreakable.
He also did all 3 parts.
I know who
He's sitting
did
there
what, but
telling
I'm
about
telling
it,
you.
Crow Dad.
Now, the thing is, in the last one, Mr. Glass, it starts showing more from the guy Mr. Glass because that was Samuel L. Jackson's character that he played in the first one, Unbreakable.
That was his character.
And his thing is, see, he was born with
Split.
where his
Split
bones
was
are
a good
easily breakable.
Yeah.
Very easily breakable. Like he could barely hit it on something and break his bone.
It was a condition.
He said, yeah. Well, he
He
thought
looks like
that
the dude. He
he
looks like
makes
the
it
dude
became
from
super
Tales
villain.
from the Hood.
Dude,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, I thought the same.
Show the camera that picture.
Yeah, show the camera that.
Welcome to hell.
Let's see if we can see it. Let's see.
Oh
if
shit, I lost the picture.
Oh, you gave Crow the
yeah,
phone.
don't hang
What
on
were you
the phone.
My
thinking?
finger touched it on accident.
Let the cameraman do it.
There it goes. He just had it.
Yeah.
Sorry, camera.
They called him Mr. Glass.
I saw the trailer. I saw the trailers for that, but didn't
Oh.
really understand it.
It's
For the-
all-
for the-
it's
for the
all-
movie that
all
just
three
came
is
out.
You need to watch Unbreakable first, then watch Split, then watch Mr. Glass, and it'll all make sense.
Can you see
Oh,
it?
hold on. It's zoom in and hold still, Crow. We got it. We got it. You're good.
ain't no funeral home. This ain't a trail built on my.
I'm getting tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
You know,
That movie was so dumb, but yet so
Oh my
great at
God.
the same time, just
Yes.
because of him.
I was actually watching something on the M. Night Shyamalan movies. I believe that's the movies I was watching. They're actually all connected.
Yeah, they are. Now, the only one of his movies that no, they're not all connected.
Unbreakable.
Not all of his
The
movies are
second one
connected.
and
The Village.
Split is
I
all
can tell you
connected.
why they're not
The
all
Village?
connected.
The Village?
Because I'm
Village-
sorry, Avatar
Village is not connected.
is not
to
connected. The Last
Unbreakable.
Airbender
and
does
Split
not
and
connect
all
to
that.
any of
I'm
those
not,
movies.
no, I'm not
And
talking about the.
Split
I'm not
and
talking about the
Glass.
movies he did for other people, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm talking about his own movies,
Yeah,
like
his own personal
like
ones.
The
Unbreakable and
Village.
Glass also.
I can't remember what it's called, but the one where they were at
If
at
you
the
ain't never seen
Mayan,
Glass,
the guys,
The
the
ruins?
they were
Yeah,
trapped in the
seen
Mayan
it.
ruins, and there was the
It's a
vine
Glass.
flowers.
Yeah, that was the ruins.
Yeah, that
It's-
one.
it
They're
starts
all
off
connected.
slow.
The
I don't
one,
know if he did
But
that
when
movie.
dude's sitting there fucking breaking
I
out
learned
shit,
something.
and he's jumping, yeah.
the one where they
and he's sitting there fucking going on
the
all
one with
four.
the alien.
I was like, dude, that's dope.
The one with the aliens, and they showed the one scene with the giant headed alien and stuff. All those.
You know what the Queen alien?
No, some movie with aliens in it. that
Crow's
he did.
lost.
I thought he was
We're talking about M. Night
aliens, like
Shyamalan.
the movie Alien.
I don't know what.
How do you
movie that
pronounce
was.
it?
Shyamalan.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
It was the movie because it was the dude.
Signs.
Yeah, Signs, because it had the little mentally retarded dude, whatever, in it, and he was like there hearing shit, and then they showed that one alien that had the head the size of a trash can the camera sitting on.
That's not Signs. I don't think it's Signs.
But
Signs was with
Joaquin Phoenix and Mel Gibson.
yeah.
But
I'm sorry, Joaquin Phoenix. Sorry, my bad. Gotta say it right.
I saw a movie.
Joker.
I saw a YouTube video where the dude had a theory that these like I think it's like 8 of these movies are actually connected. It was like a 45-minute video. He was saying how they were
I think
connected
I might have
and all
seen that once.
And at some point, Shyamalan came out and said, yes, the movies are all connected. They all connect in a way.
That's awesome.
Because of the things from the village, it has something to do with the things from Sign, and they have something to do with this other movie, which is connected to this other movie, and it's like almost like a prequel to what happened in this movie, which led up to the events of this movie, and blah blah blah.
Well, there's a fan theory out there that the It character Pennywise is a boggart from Harry Potter. Because when you see the boggart in Harry Potter in the classroom, one of the times it turns into a clown, they turn into something that you fear. And they go away when you show them you're not scared of them.
I remember that.
And that's what the theory is that Pennywise is just a boggart. And those are normal people fighting down a boggart instead of having witchcraft or wizardry to use.
Well, if that theory had any truth to it, he's a very, very powerful one.
Man, he's got a lot of movies.
Because boggarts are hard to take.
Who, Tim Curry?
No.
Shyamalan.
Oh,
Yeah, we got his first one. His
like 10,
directorial
12
debut is Praying with Anger. We got Wide Awake. She's All That. The
He did
Sixth
that?
Sense. Stuart Little was him.
Yeah, that's
Unbreakable.
Where was
Signs.
Oh, wait, yeah,
That's
Talking
it.
Mouse.
The Sixth Sense.
That's the twist.
The Sixth
Village.
Sense is one of the connections to one of the other movies.
Lady in the Water.
Oh,
The Happening.
speaking
The
of
Happening was him. The Happening.
I
was
remember
him.
that one. That
The
one was
Last
good. I like
Airbender,
that.
Devil, After Earth, The Visit,
What was
Split,
the one with
and
the
Glass.
water one?
Lady in the Water.
Yeah, that's it.
Lady in the Water.
Lady in the Water. That I actually liked that one. A lot of
You
people
know,
did.
another
You
series.
want to know what's funny? Do you remember the guy in Lady in the Water that had only been exercising his right side? That was played by House Sparks. You know where House Sparks is from? Here in Louisville, Kentucky, originally.
I did not know this.
So it's
The
Tom
Guardian. He was the Guardian.
Well, we all know Tom Cruise was. So is Jennifer Lawrence. What's your point?
Now another series, another movie series I really like.
Watch his stand-up.
Kill
stand-up
Bill.
they did. I think it's called Carmen.
Kill Bill.
They're supposed to be making. They're talking about making another Kill Bill, a sequel to the
Well,
Kill
they've
Bill
been
series.
talking about that for a long time.
Please don't come out with another Kill Bill.
Quentin Tarantino makes some great
I
messed
hate
up
that.
movies.
I hate
Pulp
Yes, he
Fiction
does.
was awesome. The Kill Bill series was awesome.
Well,
I did not.
originally he was gonna make a sequel when the baby in the movie turned 10 years old just to keep the same characters.
Right.
But it fell through, and they just never did it because the kid
It would have been
is
awesome.
over 10 by
Well, I
now.
mean,
Well, make the kid an adult and do use a different kid for the scene where the kid gets taken to the next martial arts master to learn the martial arts and all that,
Well, I mean-
and that'd be awesome. Then you use the actual kid as an adult in the scene where she's being trained. That's
But
awesome. That
didn't
would
what's
be
his
awesome.
name die? And I think that's why they
Padme.
No, not just Padme. David Carradine.
Yeah, David Carradine.
Oh,
Remember, he was
right.
found, I think, somewhere over in Thailand or something in a closet with a belt around his neck.
Yeah.
They thinks it was autoerotic asphyxiation.
Oh wow! How?
That's today's word, kids. Autoerotic asphyxiation.
I need you to say it.
Oh, that's great.
So
That's
brought to you
great.
by
It's
the
not safe at all. Don't try it. You'll die.
Brought to you by
because you'll be too weak to free yourself. So.
You'll pass out and then you'll be completely dead because there's nothing you can do then.
If you're going to do it, have someone do it for
You need
you.
a spotter. You need a spotter.
Buddy system.
You need a spotter. It's
Like-
a team effort.
Look,
Team
just go with the
effort.
double Dutch rudder. It's
So-
much safer.
So get your ride or die best friend or your gay best friend to watch you while you do it, so you'll live.
Hey, dude, can you watch me stroke it while I choke myself?
It's not working. It's not working.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Left field. That was hilarious, though. That was-
Wait.
Oh, man. Hold on, I can't stroke him fast enough. Yank my arm for me.
Pull my finger.
Oh, wow. Oh, man.
I farted out of my pee hole. Wow.
Oh,
I heard a funny joke the other day, but I don't know if it's an appropriate one. But we've gotten kind of dirty here anyway. How do you get a nun pregnant?
huh?
How do you get a nun pregnant?
How?
Have an altar boy fart in her pussy?
Wow.
Oh.
I
Wow.
had someone from work tell me that joke.
Right?
It was kind of funny. I was at home and had just gotten off work, was sitting there relaxing, and then all of a sudden that comes up in a text. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, man. What else has been happening in the world lately?
Uh,
Oh, man, the Amazon's still on fire.
Still?
Why don't
And
we
we'll
start
always
the
keep
news?
burning while the world is turning. We didn't start the
I don't know if it's
fire.
true. I don't know if it's true, but
Honestly,
somebody told me
I think
Africa's on
I
fire
think it's
too.
man-made
Well,
fires.
I could see Africa being on fire because Africa's pretty fucking hot.
Not all of it.
Not
all
all
of
of
it,
no,
no.
but
I actually believe it's man-made fires.
Hey, just think,
we had this
the local
conversation last
tribes
time.
just won a court case to keep
So it
their
doesn't
land,
look good.
and immediately after the court case, they get burnt out of their land.
heard about it.
That-
There's
man,
it
that's
looks
what was
sketchy.
sketchy.
that-
Coincidence.
who was that celebrity that rented the firefighter helicopters and planes to help put it out because no one really gives a shit?
I don't know.
It's bad enough that they've been clear cutting shit since the 80s, but and then like last thing I seen, which was probably last year, that there's not even that much of the Amazon left. Not a whole
That's
lot.
crazy.
Maybe like a couple 100,000 acres, if that was left at the time, and now most of it is burning. I mean, yeah, you can say that some of the plants there might, come back from the fire, because we know that certain plants, like certain pine trees, you have to set them on fire for them to actually grow their seeds and whatnot.
Right.
But, over the course of the decades, people have found plants in there that have medicinal properties and supposedly cures shit or helps aid cure cancer and things like that in there. And yeah, there's like tribes in there that don't know man and have been recorded throwing spears at helicopters flying over and have killed people that venture too far into the area.
There's an island like that too,
But-
where it's off the coast of India or something like
But
that.
don't look at this like it's nothing. I mean, like I said, there was a celebrity the only celebrity that I heard of actually paid much money to rent some
Yeah, let's get that.
fire
one.
helicopters
I'd like to hear
or
That's
props
what
for
airplanes
that
or
guy.
he's looking it up.
to help extinguish these flames, and no one's doing nothing.
Think
And-
about
and-
this too.
and I
The
bet-
Amazon is one of the places where we're continuously finding new species, whether it's insect or what have you. We're continuously finding new species. How many of those species just got destroyed because that's their only home?
Right, and like not enough people is doing anything about it. I
Give
bet,
that, hand that to JB.
I bet if
Bro,
I bet if the,
how
I
we
bet
gonna
if,
get it on camera if you won't give it to JB?
We need somebody to talk about it.
I bet if
I'm
there is,
reading.
I bet if someone said they found oil over there, America would be right over there.
Oh
fire
my God!
extinguisher
You're
sitting
like,
there
we gotta
on.
stop the fire. There's oil.
It was Kim Kardashian
No kidding.
and Kanye West.
Okay.
then-
Props to
Like,
them.
you know, I
Then
watched
hiring
this
team of private
new series that they put on
firefighters
Netflix
to-
a little bit ago,
and now I
with
bet
David
you-
Letterman, and now my guest
Because
is.
we know that
He
we
did a
know
whole
the
episode,
US.
and Kanye West was one of them.
What's up with your phone, bro?
His phone went haywire.
Kanye West
I
was
bet-
one
I
of
bet
them.
if we said there was
And
oil
come to find
over
out,
there, the US would
Kanye
be
just
over there
recently
with fire
found out a little
extinguishers and cups
over
of
a year and a
water.
half or so, almost
For
2
real.
years ago,
Like
that he's
you just
bipolar.
Because the U.S. always
Like, he is
sticking their nose
medically
into
been
everybody else's business.
Put up
and then
as
they
being
don't leave.
bipolar.
Think about this. Think about this. When Notre Dame Cathedral started burning,
Yep.
so many people
Billionaires.
volunteered millions, billions of dollars, what the fuck ever. They just came in, money, 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 historic landmark. Amazon's burning, they all silent. Now at the same time, they talk about all these donations for Notre Dame Cathedral. They didn't get none of them. Everybody kept pledging to it, and nobody gave anything. But why didn't they put that effort in for the Amazon, which produces what, a third of our oxygen out of carbon dioxide in the world, some crazy number like that.
Can I read this?
Right, more people put money into that wall
Go ahead.
PayPal account
Alright.
than they are this, and you can't
I just
even.
want to make sure I don't start reading. Y'all say JB.
Well, just don't talk over people. It's all good.
Okay, read.
Alright. Kanye West and Kim Kardashian reportedly hired a team of private firefighters to save their $60 million ministry in Hills.
Read
Can
louder.
I see that? 'Cause you-
Protecting the rest of the neighborhood in the process, big insurance companies like Chubb and AIG offer firefighting services to high-rolling clients as preventable measures. As the Atlantic noted, Wildfire Defense Systems, a private company from Montana, currently has 53 engines on the ground in California and is working to safeguard 1,000 homes at a time when climate change accelerated wildfires are occurring year-round. The privatization of a form of public infrastructure has become more commonplace as well. Weston Kardashian first picked up the 15,000 square foot mansion in 2014, $20 million, and it's estimated that the power couple has sunk another $20 million in renovations into the property. Belgian interior designer and space enthusiast Axel Vervoort has been collaborating on the house's interior, and West revealed a sneak peek of the highly structured space back in April during a Twitter meltdown. The couple's private fire team was able to prevent the encroaching Wolseley fire from reaching a heavily forest field behind their property by digging fire breaks. Because the house sits at the back of a cul-de-sac, it's likely that a meltdown at the West and Kardashian mansion would have spread to the rest of the block afterward.
Let's talking about the California fires.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were talking about Amazon. But California fires are just as bad because that's here.
Well, it's kind of just as bad, but it's California.
Here's the thing. Not a lot of
Okay,
people
see,
think
my
about
point
it.
is,
It's gonna break off and go into the
Can I
other.
say something?
It's just
No,
California.
my point is, okay, if Kardashian and West are sitting there like paying motherfuckers to start these fires and all that shit.
Why does it sound like they're paying people to start fires?
Why the fuck they're not locked up?
They're not doing that.
They're not doing that.
Yeah.
I don't
saying.
know.
And I mean, this say.
Why would they give
did
money
do
to
that.
put fires out?
They hired people to put fires out that were coming towards their home, is what that said.
Well, never mind, sorry.
They didn't really get a lot of publicity for it, so if they started the fires to do that, that's kind of ass backwards.
Sorry.
Our plan didn't work. Start a bigger
Sorry.
fire.
That sounds like from The Crow.
Those were,
That was from The Crow.
that was about the
I want you to
California
build the
fires.
biggest fire that this goddamn city's ever seen.
Oh,
I
man.
want the guys to notice us again.
And this episode is not brought to you by Polar Pop. I'm just thirsty. Polar Pop.
West Side?
No, this is the South Side we're in.
No, I claim the West Side
Yeah.
no matter where the fuck I'm at.
But yeah, that was about the California fires, which It's California. Who cares? I mean, they just passed a law to charge people $1,000 for aftermarket exhaust, and it's too loud. We're just waiting on that one big one to just send it off to sea, and hopefully it sinks.
Now, not that we don't like California, but at the same time, there's some weird shit there.
little each way.
I've never been to California, so I can't really give my perspective from not being there. But from what I've heard about it, they do good things, but they do dumb things too.
If you haven't noticed, JB is our local car guy. Jax Rhapsody. He's our local car guy. He could tell you most anything about a lot of different cars. Definitely our car fan of the group.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like cars that look nice. That's about it. I don't care about how they run, this and that. Mostly because not in my wheelhouse.
Right.
That must be why you're driving Kia Sportage.
No, it's a Forte.
Oh, Kia Forte, like it's better.
It's a Kia.
It was bought brand new, so.
What is it, 16?
Yeah, 16.
That's what I thought it was. I've driven a couple of those at my old job.
Yeah. See, there's a job you should look at.
What?
Working at the car auction house, driving the cars around.
I used to do that. I missed that.
I actually had an option to do that when I was working for
Labor Ready?
No, People Ready.
Same difference.
Yeah, I got on the People Ready, and a friend of mine, of his girl I was squirting around with, he was also doing shit on People Ready too. And it was the Clark County auction.
Yep, that's who I worked for too.
And I thought about it, but a lot of times it was too early, or I just wasn't able to get to it.
Right.
Because there was a couple. It was also the fact that they didn't have local jobs, and it was very rare that they offered that as a job. Most of the time, their jobs are in Scottsburg and area.
You had to get on at the auction, and then once you got on, you were a continuous person until
if I could have did
replaced or
if
somebody
I did it and
you
worked my
missed a
way
day.
onto it, that would have been fine.
They'd take us out to like Hyundai in Louisville, and we drive their used cars up to the auction. I've driven some awesome cars, and I'll be real. There was a Hyundai, and I don't remember what it was, but it was a lot better than I expected. It was like riding on rails. Elantra or something like that. They're mid-size.
Yeah.
He's going to the restroom.
Right.
Yeah. I'm giving Johnny shit about driving a Kia, but Kia and Hyundai's, because they're the two Korean companies.
Well,
their fit and finish and advancements have actually been really good. I mean, they're right on par with the Japanese.
When they first came out, it was
well,
but they've made a lot of steps. I'll give them their game.
When we got Kia selling cars 2 for $1 back in the day.
Right. Buy the minivan, get the Kia Rio free.
Yeah. But I mean, their fit and finish is good. So don't say I'm not saying that they're all shit. They might have been back then, but they're not now. And I'm not like American car, blah blah blah. Since most of them aren't even made in America.
Right.
Talking to you, Dodge Ram.
There's really no localized companies anymore.
Ford's the only one that I know of that's local.
No.
Well, they put them together.
They put out a couple cars. A truck. They put out the truck. You know what I'm saying? I think the
F-150's made here. Mm-hmm. The Explorer used to be made here. Mm-hmm. The Escape and the Lincoln MKZ are also made here. And of course, the Corvettes are made here. And so are the Toyota Camrys.
But then you go to some of their other cars.
So when you're talking about buy American and blah blah blah, you need to think. Do I'm talking about buy American because it's an American car company, or buy American because it's made here? Because Camrys are made here, right, in Kentucky.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So that's
the Honda Civic is just in Ohio.
It might be a Japanese car, but it's made on American soil. And there's nothing wrong with Kia and Hyundai. They've been trying to step their game up ever since Kia came. Well, I think it was Kia that came up with that luxury car.
I think so.
Almost 10 years ago. when they came out that full-size luxury sedan.
I'm not sure. I know Hyundai come up with.
I mean, when you see them now, they're dated as fuck.
They got one
Like the
Hyundai
front
that looks
end?
kind of like an old school Jaguar or
The
something
front
like
end
that.
almost looks like an Audi.
Right.
But you know, and now Kia's got the Stinger, which I'm pretty sure I saw one in the driveway right there. The Kia's got the Stinger, full-size sedan, twin turbo V6, has spanked a lot of the other cars in his class, even probably some BMWs. I wish it was offered with a manual. It's not, but it's
Right.
still a nice car. I would own it. I like sedans. I like full-size sedans. I had a Crown Victoria Anderson.
I feel it. I wouldn't mind having a Cadillac CTS.
Dude,
I want a Mini Cooper.
Yeah, I love the looks of
Frick
it. Mini Cooper, there's one for sale right
I'm
up the
trying to
street
be
from
Mini
me.
Cooper.
I want the
CRX is where you
They are.
CRX is my car, man.
So in other words,
That's-
you're saying that
If you had another one, I'll ride in the back of that bad boy like they go.
With no
Yeah,
seat.
But they're,
Hey, I got used to it.
but they're owned by
Wow,
BMW,
man.
so
I
yeah.
didn't care sometimes. The only time I
Yeah,
did
because I
like
owned
it
an
was when
Audi
it's hot
once,
as
and
heck outside.
it was ridiculous what you had to
And
go
I was
through to
and I
fix
was sitting in the
anything
back
on
with
it.
the
it's
sun being
expensive
on
as
me.
Volkswagen.
Oh
Oh,
man.
dude, I like to change the oil filter on it, just to
That
change
shit
the
right
oil
there,
filter,
Lord,
or
dog, you
not
said
even
you
just the
like,
oil
dog,
filter.
I got energy,
Right,
I
right.
got no energy.
Oh man, this has been a great
Yeah.
show. This has
Like
been a
the
great
thermostat.
show. A lot of
Yeah,
good things
thermostat.
happening.
You have to take the
Oh.
engine halfway out and put it into service mode in order just to change the thermostat. Most cars, especially from just a little few years ago, you can just reach right in there and change the fucking thermostat.
Right. I mean, an Audi is nothing but an expensive ass Volkswagen.
Oh,
But
sorry.
this has been a really great show. It's been excellent having y'all on
And
here.
it keep on going.
Yeah, we're hitting right at our hour mark.
Hour
You know, that's what we was going
Look,
for
check
today.
out my music.
Really? An hour?
An
Just
hour,
this
man.
time.
That came up pretty quick.
I
Yeah, I
know,
know.
but it's just been so much fun. It's been so much fun
You know
having
what
you
they
guys
say,
here.
Time flies when you're having
Time
fun.
flies when you're having done. Of course,
True.
we got Jax over here. We got Crowzo, the Wicked King of Misery. Music coming out really soon. We're actually going to put a link to one of his singles. We're going to play some of his music on the show, and we'll end up putting a link in the comments. Been really nice having Eric here with us, helping us out with the information and the camera work.
And being a nice host, letting us use his
His
Fortress of Solitude.
space. Yes.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
Fortress of
The
Solitude.
Fortress of Solitude.
We're not-
We're
We're in our undisclosed location number 2.
Undisclosed location.
We have
Here we
lots of
are.
undisclosed locations.
Well, undisclosed
Wow.
This
location
might
number
just
8.
be our permanent undisclosed location.
But this has been a really great time. We're going to sign out for now. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you've enjoyed the show. Again, hit that subscribe button because
Hit
you
that
see we're getting even better and more
Don't forget
interesting
the bell.
every time.
Ding dong.
Don't
Hit
forget
that
the
bell so you're notified every time something
You
new
can
comes
hit
out.
the subscribe button. You can hit the subscribe button and be subscribed. But if you don't hit the bell, you're not going to get the notification.
That's right. That's
Ding
right.
dong.
And we got some new segments coming out. Johnny on the Spot's coming back. You've seen him early in our episode, and we got some footage that we're going to put out on the channel.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to see it because I had a great time doing it.
Awesome.
And if
But-
I had enough time, I'll do a little quick freestyle.
That's
We're
okay.
gonna
Just
put
check his
some music.
Yeah. If you wonder what I do, well, I've been writing on a website called Medium. If you're not a member of it, be a member, be a paying member. Give my stuff some claps. I've been working on some articles to dump on there. I post stuff on Instagram. I've got a page on Facebook at Jax Lazo Rhapsody or Jax Rhapsody. And I'm just trying to get things going. I've got Instagram. I've got artwork on there, pictures of
That's
the city. Just like we was talking about Jerry's junk. I got a few pictures of Jerry's junk on there. I'm probably gonna put some more on there. That's just my stuff I'm trying to get going. He's got his music get going. They've got their stuff they're doing.
That's awesome. Hey, we're gonna put some links in the comments. We'll have you link all your stuff in the comments on the video so everybody can check you out.
Come check it out.
But it's been a really great time.
We're gonna
Great
miss
having
you.
y'all
We
here.
love you.
We'll see you again in the very near
Keep it hard.
future.
Bye.
Y'all have a good one.
Good night.